Hello, welcome back guys. Hello my friends. So as you can see, I'm sitting here and recording in front of an amazing view. I mean, this scenery here is just gorgeous. It's like incredible. I'm in love with this place. This is Dominican Republic. It's a state, it's a province called Samana. And I'm gonna be honest, but I could fucking stay here my whole life basically. It's just, the whole thing with everything is just amazing. The nature, the sounds. And recording this video now, of course, you can understand that I feel pretty good. I mean, the surrounding is amazing. It's an environment that I love. And it's an environment that just feels very real and natural. And it's something that I have started to appreciate so much more, like, after starting going on this path, you know? And what I want to talk about is that when we are in a surrounding that we are really fond of, we are really enjoying it, we feel like this is a place that we are supposed to be in. Of course, we're gonna feel good, you know? We're gonna feel amazing because this place is aligned with what I am and what I want. But if I move away now, maybe I can't be here for my whole life, let's say. I can't do that now. I have to go back. And when I'm going back to the place where I'm from in Sweden, it's gonna be cold, it's gonna be dark, maybe rain, maybe snow, who knows. It's so easy for us to all of a sudden change. We started to feel bad. We're starting to be maybe angry, maybe irritated. We're starting to notice that our mood is just changing. But if we can get to the understanding of this, that the most important thing in our lives is to get to the place where we are actually okay with every circumstance, with every situation, regardless of the environment. Because last year I was in Mexico. I was there for almost 6 weeks. And then when I got back home, I started to suffer a lot. I started to feel exactly like I said, terrible. And I did that because, first of all, I put attention to my thoughts that some things should be different. I shouldn't be here. I should have stayed in Mexico. And also that I don't like the climate, I don't like the darkness and these kind of things. And that's okay. I mean, like I said, we are here we prefer different things, obviously. But at the same time, we need to be acceptance with whatever is. And this is the whole point. So when we learn to accept these kind of things and let go of them, let go of these ideas that we shouldn't be here, I should have been there now, we minimize the suffering completely. So this year now, looking ahead now, going back to Sweden in a few days, I feel actually okay with it. Sure, I would prefer to stay here in this beautiful country with this tropical environment it's amazing. But I let go of the idea that it has to be this in order for me to feel good. And I think this is the most important progress in our lives, to actually come to the acceptance with that things are as they are. And as long as we can't change that, we gotta live with it and accept it, you know? Because we always have a choice here, you know? We always have a choice of what we're shifting our mindset to and what kind of things we're focusing on. I could, of course, focus on all of the perceived bad things, the weather, the climate, the darkness, the rain, and put so much attention to it that I get frustrated and angry, feel terrible, you know. Or I can just start to appreciate that I've been here for 2.5 weeks and experienced this amazing scenery. So one of the things we will actually notice when we starting to coming back, finding ourselves again, is that we will starting to feel okay with these kind of things, because at the end of the day, like, I like to view it like this. I read it from a book. Maybe I should make a video about it, but it was a book from Rupert Spira. He's like this really pleasant man to listen to on YouTube, and he's done a lot of lectures and stuff, and he talks a lot about awareness and consciousness. And I think he has a very nice understanding of these things, very similar to my mentor, Josh X. And he described this in one of his lecturers, who I think is in his book as well, that if you think your awareness is kind of like a TV screen. So let's say you're watching a movie. What's happening inside the TV screen is a creation from the awareness, like the TV screen. So let's say your awareness, the TV screen, is imagining the movie that appears inside the screen. But the awareness, the screen, is unaffected of what's happening inside that screen. So it doesn't matter if it's tons of explosions, it's murder, it's war, it's drama, it's cheating, it's so many disastrous moments. The TV screen is unaffected. And so is your awareness. So if we can understand that our real self is the awareness, the TV screen, watching the content, the reality that unfolds within it, everything becomes much easier to understand. So let's say that everything that happens in my experience now, I'm here, next week I will be in Sweden. It's just a movie that changes environment and locations. But the more I'm in tune with the screen, the awareness, I will not be affected by it. And I think that analogy is so incredible because it really made me understand a lot more about these things. Like almost kind of how silly it becomes when you get so angry and obsessed with small silly things that happens. And because we put attention to it, we take it for real, you know? It's almost like this screen where it's almost like you would watch this TV screen get pissed and start to yelling what's happening in the movie or what happens in the game. And from our point of view, it would look ridiculous. It would look like, what the fuck is going on? This is nuts. Why is the TV screen angry what's happening in the movie? It's not even real. So if you can view your life like that, why would I be pissed when I get back to Sweden? Why would I get pissed when I change location? When I change my environment? Because it just is, you know? So when we start to view life in this way instead, I think we're changing so many things with suffering. Like, I think it was Eckhart Tolle who said that like 98% of the suffering is created in the mind. And I really think so. It makes a lot of sense. Then of course, I'm not saying that we are not the screen. Of course, we have emotions and we can feel certain things, obviously. But the unawareness doesn't have emotions. That's just the identification with the body that experiences these emotions, because we put attention to the thoughts. And the thoughts create these feelings that we have. But the more we get to know ourselves, the more in control of the mind we have, the less pain and suffering we'll experience. I mean, even if we experience death, we experience death of a loved one, something like that, in the family. I mean, we can appreciate, instead of just feeling sorrow and sadness about it, you can appreciate the time we had with them and the life that they have lived. And if they are old, maybe they are suffering now with a lot of physical pain, we can accept and be happy that now it's finally relieved. They're relieved from the pain body experience that they are having now. So everything comes down to like how we view it and what kind of mindset we have towards it. So by just shifting that, you know, to a more loving and more positive attitude, we're changing the game. So I think this year has been incredible, and these new viewpoints that that at least I have acquired had changed a lot for me. And I know it will do it for you too. So starting to view everything more as an experience inside the screen. And I promise you, you will not take life so seriously anymore. You start to take it a little bit more lightly and appreciate things that happens and see that everything is actually perfect as it is. It's just happening for a reason. Even the things that are a struggle for ourselves is there to make us stronger. Because without them, we would just be weak as fuck, you know? So, yeah, they are there for a reason. They are there to learn us lessons. So, yeah, I want to wish you a fantastic weekend, and we talk soon. Take care now. Bye.